Hello, my friends. This is Dr. B, the best doctor in medicine. 30 plus years of clinical experience in medicine. Today, I want to talk to you, my brother, you, my sister, about weight loss. I want to explain to you easily, with simple words, in a few minutes, the process by which you lose fat and the process by which you gain fat. It is extremely easy, and I'm going to make it extremely easy. In your body, you have some specialized cells that we call fat cells. In medicine, we call them adipocytes. Adipocytes. Anyways, fat cells. They make your fat, right? The fatty tissue that we have everywhere. Everywhere in our freaking body, we have fat. Under our skin, around our liver, kidney, inside our liver, blah, blah, blah. We have fat cells everywhere, all right? So, there are only two, listen to this carefully, there are only two major hormones that intervene on these fat cells, these adipocytes, these cells that store fat under your skin or around your liver, around your kidneys, inside your gut, blah, blah, blah. You get my point. There are only two major, there are some minor ones, but the major hormones intervening on these fat cells. One is insulin. Insulin, you know very well, produced by your pancreas. Insulin helps the fat cells to build, to store fat. So everything you eat, all this sugar and blah, 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 excess calories, insulin goes up in your blood, right? Because your pancreas is receiving this huge amount of glucose, sugar, from the fruit, ice cream, cakes, pasta, bread, blah, 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 that you're eating constantly like my sister, every day, 4 or 5 times a day, right? So your pancreas receiving all this glucose from your intestine, right? What is it going to do? It's going to produce insulin. You're going to have a huge spike of insulin, right? Then a lot of insulin still in your blood. Insulin is the major hormone that helps, that makes these fat cells store that sugar, that glucose in the form of fat. So you get fat under your skin, visceral fat inside your tummy, on your butt, love handle, everywhere, right? Your chin, blah, 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 right? Insulin. Insulin makes fat build up into your fat cells. On the other side, you have one group of hormone that we call catecholamine, adrenaline, and its parent, its brother, its sister, whatever you want to call it, noradrenaline. Adrenaline and noradrenaline, right? They go together, right? They are part of this sympathetic nervous system, this fight or flight reaction that we have, right? When I run, right, I'm sweating, right? My heartbeat goes up, right? My muscles are contracting hard, blah, 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 blah. You get my point. And I am also burning fat, right? When I lift weight, when I push weight, when I exercise, when I'm biking, hiking. This is thanks to this sympathetic nervous system, right? That makes my adrenal gland and my nerves discharge into my blood and into my organs adrenaline and noradrenaline, the two together. I don't want to go into the details of the biochemistry and the neurology, blah. It's not the point. My channel is for the average Joe, average Jane, and I say that respectfully, who have no knowledge of medicine. I'm making it simple, right? So on the one side, you have insulin, all right, that is produced by your pancreas in response to all this pasta, sugar, bread, complex carbohydrate, sugar that you put in your milk, your coffee, blah, your tea, blah, 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 ice cream, blah, 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 right? Insulin goes up in your blood, tells your fat cells to transform all that tasty, sugary stuff into fat. So then you are fat like my sister, right? High body mass index, right? On the other side, you have adrenaline and noradrenaline, right? Some people call them epinephrine and norepinephrine. You've heard of this term, right? I'm sure. Epinephrine and norepinephrine. We can also call them adrenaline and noradrenaline, right? They are part of this fight or flight, or flight or runaway reaction, right? If I get attacked by a tiger, my sympathetic nervous system gonna go on overdrive. I'm going to try to run. I am sweating, right? My vessels, blood vessels are going to dilate to bring more food and oxygen to my heart. My heart rate is going to be faster. My heart is going to pump faster. The blood vessels to my muscles are going to dilate, right? Thanks to adrenaline, also called epinephrine, and norepinephrine. Now, when you have your sympathetic nervous system that wakes up, adrenaline and noradrenaline makes you also burn fat. Isn't that easy? So on the one side you have insulin, makes you build fat in your fat cells. On the other side you have adrenaline and noradrenaline. These two go together, right? We can separate them. They are part of the sympathetic nervous system, this fight or flight reaction, right? Like when I have sex. If I have sex with my girlfriend, right? I don't have a girlfriend now, but when I used to have a girlfriend, right? Thank God, guys, I don't have a girlfriend now. I'm not against having a girlfriend. Whenever it comes, it comes. But my God, how much peaceful is my life? Way more peaceful. No headache, no hassle. I can sleep anytime I want, comfortably at night. I can go to work as much as I want. So there's nobody always telling me what to do. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? My God. I posted a video about the solace of solitude. How solitude is great for me. My God, I have the time to study, to read, to learn my sixth language, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, let's go back. So you have the epinephrine, right? That your body discharge, and norepinephrine, these two together, they're brothers and sisters, right? Whether you have sex, running, biking, hiking, skiing, motorbiking, and you're excited and blah, blah, running, going to the gym, pushing weights, and on the other side, insulin. So these two antagonistic or antagonizing hormones work on your fat cells. One builds up fat, the other one makes them burn fat so that the fat can go to your muscles, right? Epinephrine and norepinephrine tell your fat cells, burn this fat, push it in your blood, stop storing it from your love handles, your butt, your hip, your belly, right? Stop storing it, send it to the muscles because they are exercising, pushing, running. You know what I'm saying? So it is extremely easy to understand the physiology of gaining weight, gaining fat, losing weight, losing fat. Extremely easy. Two major hormones. There are some tiny ones. I don't want to go into the detail. If you can remember and understand that your fat cells, right, adipocytes, fat tissue, right, they gain fat thanks to insulin, and they lose fat that goes to your muscles thanks to epinephrine and norepinephrine. You understand what to do, right? You have to play these two hormones. So what you have to do is lower your insulin and increase your epinephrine, right? And norepinephrine, these two together, right? Again, you lower your insulin and you increase your epinephrine. Lowering your insulin, you're not building fat, and at the same time, increasing your epinephrine and norepinephrine, your sympathetic nervous system, this fight or flight reaction, you are burning fat. Your fat cells release the freaking nasty fat towards your muscles that are going to burn it. Isn't that easy, guys? I swear to God, it's super easy. Now, then comes, how can I lower my insulin? It's very easy. You have to do like Dr. B. You zip it, right? No sugar. Not even one molecule of sugar goes into my mouth. No plain sugar in my coffee, in my tea, no honey, no cake, no ice cream, nasty stuff, right? I mean, I'm now 50, so when I was young, it was okay. But now, right? No more sugar, no fruits, tons of sugar in the fruits, right? No fruits, right? I have replaced fruits by nuts and other stuff. I posted a video about that, right? And of course, it's not just plain sugar, right? It's also hidden sugar, right? All this pasta, all this bread, all this rice, right? All these noodle soups that my ex-girlfriend, I used to date this Asian lady. My God, she was, addicted to this freaking soup. Freaking Chinese, Vietnamese, I don't know what the cut rate was, full of freaking noodles, right? Every day, 3, 4, 5 times she would eat those noodles, either in that soup full of water and stuff, or this stuff in this bowl that she put in the microwave over there, and she eat constantly. And then she wonders why her butt is getting bigger, her belly is getting bigger, right? Well, because you're eating all this freaking hidden sugar, right? And then at night she orders a freaking pizza. I'm like, honey, who's knocking on the door? Oh, I ordered the pizza. Oh, okay. Freaking big pizza come with Cokes and everything. Nasty, right? Coca-Cola full of freaking sugar. Don't eat the sugar-free because it's even worse, right? It has these sugar substitutes that are toxins, right, for you, that are nasty, even worse than the regular sugar. At least you want to drink Coke or Coca-Cola soda, right? Eat the regular soda, right? Don't eat the one that with the fake sugar. It's even worse than that, right? But I don't drink soda at all. No freaking Coke. It's just nasty. How can people drink this nasty stuff? But they do. Like my ex-girlfriend, all of them the same, man. It's crazy. So you have to cut and not think that sugar is just in the kitchen sugar, the table sugar. It's everywhere. It is in fruit, it's in the honey, it's in the pasta, the rice, the this, the that. I mean, it is crazy every freaking where. That's why you need to do like Dr. B and go on the keto diet. The keto diet is perfect for me. Maybe you can try the carnivore diet. I tried both of them, but because I'm a vegetarian, I decided to really not go with the carnivore diet after studying it and blah, blah, blah. The keto diet is perfect for me. I have zero fat in my body. Zero. No love handle, nothing. No belly fat, nothing, zero, right? At the same time, so once you lower your insulin, right, remember that insulin increases in your blood, peaks, and then like that stays on a very high level after you eat sugar, right? Because your pancreas, this organ here in the back of your stomach, at the top of your belly, right, in the back, right, produces insulin. Insulin is a nasty hormone, right? We need it to live, right? We need it. We cannot live without insulin. We die. But you need to have tiny amount, just enough to live normally, right? Tiny enough insulin. If you have too much insulin, you build fat, right? And so my pancreas never receives any sugar to produce these big, huge spikes of insulin and to secrete a lot of insulin in my blood. So my fat cells never receive any freaking insulin because there's such a tiny amount of insulin in my blood. It's just nothing, right? Just enough for me to not die of ketoacidosis, right? A coma, right? You become comatose, right? You die of coma, ketoacidotic coma, right? If you don't have zero insulin. So you need the tiny minimum, right? So my fat cells are not building fat because they have no sugar to build fat from, and there's no insulin to make them build fat. So that's it. And on the other side, right, I have decreased therefore my insulin, right? But then on the other side, I have increased my sympathetic nervous system 2 hours a day when I go to the freaking gym after work, right? After work, every freaking day, no exception, 365 days per year, right? I go to the gym, I do my cardio, half an hour, and then I push the freaking weights, right? Now, it doesn't matter how you push, how many sets. Your muscles need to feel it. Your joints need to feel the freaking stuff. Your ligament, you need to feel that you, oh my God, I'm sweating, I'm hot, and blah, 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 blah. My sympathetic nervous system during those 2 hours means my noradrenaline and my adrenaline are high. So during that time, what are they doing, these two, adrenaline, noradrenaline, epinephrine and norepinephrine? They are telling my fat cells, you're going to burn that freaking fat and send it to the muscles, right? So my muscles are receiving the tiny little fat that I have, that my body builds between these times when I go 2 hours at the gym, means 24 hour, right? There's 24-hour time. The tiny bit of fat that has built up, right? I burn them after those 2 hours, right? Then I go home, I have my protein juice, no sugar, no fat, nothing. 100% protein that I mix with cocoa powder, no sugar, no fat, no salt, no nothing, 100% cocoa powder, unprocessed with alkali. I posted a video about that. And I swallow 1 ounce of olive oil, and I have a little fistful of nuts, either peanut, walnut, pistachios, right, or almonds, whichever the katsu I like at that time. Then I have a little tablespoon of tomato paste. That's it, tablespoon tomato paste, and a tablespoon of yogurt for my probiotics. And I drink this with tea, coffee, right? After my gym when I come back in the evening, right? But it has to be decaf, obviously. My God, there is no fibers that I'm missing, no mineral, no vitamin, no nothing that I'm missing. Obviously, every day I take my vitamin D, my calcium, my fish oil, only 1,000 milligrams, only 1,000. Don't take more. If you are healthy, do not take 3,000 milligrams of fish oil. You're going to develop atrial fibrillation. 3,000 milligrams of fish oil is good for people who have heart failure, who have cardiovascular disease, right? A heart problem. If you are healthy like a baby, healthy like Dr. B, do not take 3, one morning, one afternoon of fish oil, right? I either take it in the morning or in the afternoon or in the evening when I come back from my gym. Only one time. 1,000 milligram for healthy people like me, it's enough, right? And after my tea, my coffee, I check my email, do my reports, blah, 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 right? I read the medical journals. I receive 8 medical journals, high-end medical journals, right? Like the New England Journal of Medicine, the Bible of Medicine, right? The Lancet, the other Bible of medicine, right? Every freaking month I receive 8 of them, right? So every night I spend 1 hour before I go to bed reading the recent discoveries in medicine, reading the new medication, to stay on top of my knowledge, to be the best doctor you can find, so that I can teach you for the next 50 years, God willing, to be healthy, in good shape, so that me and you can age gracefully, so that you, just like me, can stay away from cardiovascular disease, heart attack, stroke, cancer, heart failure, kidney disease, liver disease, neurodegenerative diseases, Alzheimer, and all this nasty stuff. I swear to God, it is easy to do. And also being lean like me. Guys, I have 0 body fat, no fat here. Look at my neck. Look, do you see any freaking fat under my freaking chin? And I'm 50 years young. Do you see any? I cannot show you my belly. It's unprofessional. I will one day. But I have a tummy flat like a board, no love handle, no fat in my ass, no fat in no visceral fat, nothing, guys. I swear to God, right? You can be like me if you follow my guidance. It is easy. You have to implement a constellation of some measures in your life, right? Among which exercise, stop eating junk, zip your mouth, cut back on all these calories. I posted all these freaking videos. I cannot repeat each time the same thing, right? Watch my videos, follow my recommendation. Don't be like my sister who puts food in the center of her life. She's enjoying life. Oh, Dr. B, we need to enjoy life. Food, we have to enjoy. And all my family members too, right? They're all enjoying life. They are not enjoying life. They are committing suicide, right? Sooner or later, they're going to die of a heart attack, a stroke, a cancer, this and that, because they've been eating junk food, all these carcinogen, all these poisons, all these pesticides, no exercise, nothing, all this sugar. They all have diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol. Their hemoglobin A1C is at 9%, 10%, 8%. I mean, it is crazy how these people behave. But they don't care, because to them, enjoying life is being like a dog. So for them, life enjoyment is just to be like a dog. You just wake up. From the moment you wake up, you think about food constantly. You go to work, your brain is around food, and then you come home, you have sex, have food again, then you sleep, then you go entertainment, just exactly like a dog. What is the difference then between a dog and a human? If we have to behave like a dog, means everything in our life is about sleeping, having sex, being entertained, and eating, right? These are the four priorities. I don't see any other of a dog. A dog wakes up. From the moment a dog wakes up, thinks about food. When is this guy going to give me food, the dog thinks? Or when is my master going to give me food? And then when is he going to take me to that doggy park so that I can have sex with that female dog or that male dog, right? And then the dog comes back in the afternoon, takes a nap, wakes up, wants more food, and then he needs to be entertained. So you need to take him out to walk so that he can sniff, have fun, take him to the beach. That's the life of a dog, right? Is there any difference between the life of my sister and my family members and the life of the dogs? All these dogs that they have, they live the same way, right? Dr. B is not like that. The center of my life is medicine. The center of my life is learning science, whether it's medicine, surgery, biochemistry, physics, mathematics, mineral chemistry, histology, biology, right? Everything. I'm reading every freaking day at least 1 hour, right? And every week I'm studying 3 hours the Thai language, which will be my language number 6. I put food in the other corner of my life. Food is definitely not in the center of my life, like all my family members, including my sisters and my aunties, all these people. It is crazy. Then they complain, how come they have high blood pressure, diabetes, blah, blah, blah. How come they have heart failure, kidney failure? Oh, look at that. My doctor say I have fatty liver, blah, blah. I mean, it's crazy. But they don't care. Whatever I tell them, they don't give a cazzo. Believe me, they don't give a cazzo. I can recommend this, recommend that. Oh, okay, blah, blah, blah. But how do you do that? How do you do it? Well, you need to zip it. You need to hit the gym. You need to sleep 9 hours a night or 8 hours at least, right? You need to have a low stress life, right? You need to cut back materialism from your life, right? You need to not think about the second house. You need to not think about buying a Mercedes-Benz or a BMW. Be happy with that Honda Accord or that Toyota that you're driving. What's wrong with that beautiful Toyota that you're driving? Don't look at that freaking neighbor that has, oh, look at the neighbors across. Oh, look at his Mercedes-Benz. He got a Mercedes-Benz. Oh, the neighbor bought a Mercedes-Benz. So my sister is like, wow, look at that. I need to change my freaking Toyota. But why? Why do you care? Means you're going to have to work more. Then you're going to have to sleep less. You're going to have to commute more. You're going to have to stress more. You're going to have to pay more bills, more insurance, more gasoline. You're not going to be sleeping at night thinking somebody's stealing that freaking Mercedes-Benz. Why do people do that? Do this to themselves? I don't understand. But it's very easy, guys, to be like Dr. B, to live a simple, beautiful, healthy, low stress, very, very good life, guys. I swear to God, my life is so good. My job is low stress. My home, my apartment is low stress. My lifestyle is low stress. Everything. I own only this apartment, which is a 1-bedroom. The mortgage has already been paid. I don't have to save for my retirement because I'm going to work at our cardiovascular clinic until I'm 100 years old. I'm never going to retire because I love too much medicine, right? And I don't own a BMW or a Mercedes-Benz. I own this old, 10 years old, right? Honda Accord. It's pretty good, nice, beautiful, good on gas. Why would I change the freaking stuff? And I don't own any villas over there in freaking Mexico or in New York or in Los Angeles. Oh, the rent is not being paid. Oh, it got flooded. Oh, it burned in the fires, blah, blah, blah. My God, I'm so happy I have such a low stress life. My cortisol is down, right? It's crazy what people do to themselves, right? Do not go on a suicide drive, guys. Follow Dr. B. I love you. Stay with me. Follow my guidance. Remember, it's easy to lose weight. You need to lower your insulin all the time, not just one day. All the freaking time. And I posted videos about diet and blah, blah, blah. And you need to increase your adrenaline and noradrenaline, right? More. I do it 2 hours a day. Do it more if you eat more. Like when I was younger, 20, teenager, 20, 30, 40, I would say until 5 years ago, my God, I used to eat like a pig, right? But my testosterone was high. I had so much energy. I was able to go to the gym not just 2 hours, but 4 hours. Then on weekend, I would go swimming, biking, hiking, running, blah, blah. I don't have the time anymore. I'm working so much, and I love it. I love to work. And my testosterone has dropped, so I don't have that freaking drive to go run and bike. I could have sex with my girlfriend gets 5 times in a night. I swear to God. I was sweating and she was so tired she would just sleep while I was having sex with her because I would never leave her alone at night on weekend when she would come here, right? I had so much testosterone, so much energy, guys. I could see, I'm not kidding you. Friday night, Saturday night, those days when I used to have girlfriends, I swear to God, Friday night, I would have sex with her. So she would come to my home, we would go dinner right at 8 o'clock, and then come back home around 9, 10 o'clock after the movie. Of course, she loves dinner, movie, blah. I would have sex with her 5 times in the night. We would go to bed. She would go to bed before me, but I would go to bed at 4 o'clock in the morning, then sleep until the next day. Then I would do that again on Saturday night, right? That's how much energy I had. I could have sex with my girlfriend 5 times. Right? Naturally. No freaking Viagra, no freaking stuff, right? But now I don't have that need anymore. Not only I don't have that need anymore because I'm more mature. I'm 50 years old, right? 50 years young, right? And I have lower testosterone, lower energy, and I don't see the point anymore. What is the point? Like I used to do, have sex 5 times on Friday night, 5 times on Saturday night, 10 times during that freaking weekend. I would have sex with my girlfriend. What's the point? It's just useless, right? Well, what is the point, right? But when you're young, you have this freaking testosterone, this freaking drive, and you burn so much calories, right? But I'm not doing that anymore. So I go only 2 hours at the gym, so I have to cut back my insulin so that I don't store fat. I have to zip it, right? So that I don't put all this sugar and all these calories in my freaking belly. And I go 2 hours at the gym to increase my epinephrine and norepinephrine, also called adrenaline and noradrenaline, so that I can have 0 freaking fat. I love you guys. Follow my guidance. Follow my recommendation. Whether you're a woman, a man, anything in between, regardless of your religion, gender, color of your skin, ethnicity. I don't give a cat's about your politics, whether you're Republican, Democrat, blah, blah, blah. Dr. B went to medical school for the love of people, regardless of who you are. And I took the Hippocratic oath to put your interest before mine. I will never, ever, ever sell you any garbage. sell you any fake stuff, tell you any fake stuff that has not been proven by the scientific evidence. Everything that is in my brain is science. I'm not like these people who claim stuff. I mean, my God, such liars. But people like you, they cannot understand what is true, what is not true. So, click on the link below. If you buy me this supplement, you're going to lose your fat. Oh, really? But the guy is lying to you. How can you know that you don't know? You don't know. Because you don't have my freaking 30 plus years of knowledge in science, medicine, surgery, guys. Right? I'm here for you. I love you. I hope to talk to you in the next video. Please put your comments, questions, anything you have. Put them down there. And I swear to God, I will get back to you. It might take time because, guys, I'm so busy at the clinic, but I love it. I work 8 to 10 hours a day. The clinic is my family. My patients are my wives. They are male and female, but they are my family, my children, my wife. They are there. I'm single. I have no wife, no kids. So I love my work, guys. I love you. I hope to talk to you next time. Bye-bye.